Hello, my friends. Welcome back. It has been quite a while. As you can see, I'm a level 112 down there, and I have done quite a bit of work around the area. So resource-wise, we are cruising. I've done a lot of off-camera work, just automating some things and just getting us kind of a base to start building out some cool networks and stuff like that. So one thing I've done is added a bunch more of our mob spawners up there in our little gas spawner up there. And we have skeleton, enderman, a badlands creeper. I had a hunt for that guy for a while, and I'll show you why. Witch, vindicator blaze, wither skellies, spider. The badlands creeper is pretty cool because it gives you a lot more gold nugget drops. So I was going to use one of the like pigmen from the nether, but I saw that if you go to this, you get 0 to 6, and it's affected by looting from this Badlands creeper, and you also get gunpowder, which we want gunpowder anyways. And it seemed like it was a lot better because this one you get 0 to 1 from like the piglins. So we went this route. It took me a while to find one of these guys, but I think it was worth it because gold is not an issue, as you might notice now. So I'm pretty happy with it. Which, because we needed glowstone for a lot of the refined storage stuff we're going to do. Vindicators is my temporary placeholder for emeralds because we needed emeralds for a lot of the crafting. And the only thing I would like to get is the, what are they called? The evokers. That way we can get totems of undying as well. But other than that, we are doing pretty good. I don't think there's a lot more mobs that we're going to need. We have a lot of the bases here, so pretty cool. As you might notice, we have a wither boss switch here, and I'm going to go show you what that does. So over here, I've made quite the thing, and I'm going to try not to spoil some other things going on. So I did a stasis chamber with a wither above it. That's how you get the ether gas. I think it's called ether. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, you just use a stasis chamber to trap the wither, and then you use a mining laser and some of the drills to power it, basically, and it mines ether gas fluid. And we have that transporting back to our refined network. We also got a mob crusher here for this little room. And what that is set up to do, let's see if this works. Bam. So I have a little redstone circuit down below and a wither builder, which is one of these guys, wither builders. So you craft one of these, you put it 1 block below the floor there, and you supply it with soul sand and skelly skulls, and it will build a wither for you. So now I have a redstone pulse down there, and we can do that. And the mob grinder here is just killing it and exporting it back to our network. There it goes again. So tinted glass and witherproof blocks is what I'm mostly using here. I also got some shields from RF Tools Builder here for them shield projector tier 1 right here. So yeah, that switch I have set up over there is just to automate the circuit instead of us having to press a button every time we want to spawn it over there. Now, if I have that lever down, it will just keep spawning them and keep getting nether stars pretty much indefinitely because we should have soul sand and wither skeleton skulls fairly automated. Obviously with the skulls, oh, that's kind of weird. Why did it put it in 2 stacks there? Yeah, with the skulls, the only thing is we have to make sure we turn on the spawner every once in a while because we don't have that set up with like redstone. So as long as we keep a decent supply of skulls in here, we can run that wither thing over there for a while. And as you'll see, we're up to 38 stars right there. And we can use those for like generating power and stuff like that. So that will be pretty cool. So down here in the basement, I've upgraded our generators for power to netherite generators. I have 6, 12, 18, 24 of these, for a total of 12,000 RF, which is exactly what this flux cell is currently set up as. So our power is, we can't use more power than we're making right now, and so far it's just sustaining us. I would like to upgrade this eventually so we can start getting some crazier things built, quarries and stuff like that. And we have these nether star generators, so in theory we could be generating a lot more power a tick fairly easily as long as we're creating enough withers up with that automated system for killing them. As long as we're killing them fast enough and getting enough stars, we could, in theory, run like 10 of these nether star generators and have like 100,000 FE a tick already. So pretty good stuff. We also set up some phytogenic insulators. We had one of these before, but I kind of just made a set of them to automate them because they seem a lot faster at using these seeds. So I have our copper seeds, netherite seeds, and diamond seeds mainly in these. The other ones are just like placeholders for now. And we just have it cycling back in from the top with an exporter. And this is getting us diamonds like crazy because I was actually running out of diamonds every time I needed to craft something. I didn't have any, and I'm already up to 792, and that did not take very long at all. You'll see we just ticked up one, and I was going to see if we'll tick up another one. Okay, so we just got another diamond. So I'd say every like 30 seconds or so. And same with netherite. We have a stupid amount of netherite ingots already. I don't even know if we're going to need that much, but we have them now. So that is pretty cool. We've also just been expanding our auto crafting setup up here. So we got a lot of things auto crafted up here you might see. And the last big thing I've been working on is I want to get out of this little shed we got here. This was a cool little mushroom island. I like the island. I'm happy with our greenhouse over there, even though it'll be obsolete pretty soon just because how fast we're expanding. I want to keep this area, but I don't want to live in this mushroom. Don't like it. I lit it on fire a couple times. I accidentally mined a lot of the mushroom blocks with vein miner and with this paxel because it clicks stuff so quickly. And I don't have a good way to get these mushroom stems back to like fix the walls and stuff, so it's kind of annoying. That's why you'll notice like I have white concrete over here and stuff like that. So I decided I wanted a big open area for lots of machines, and I wanted to build like a giant, like almost factory building, but I didn't want to build a factory. So I'm kind of going with a castle over here, and you'll get a little sneak peek at this. It is a work in progress for sure, but we have a little bridge here. And these are just some of our walls going here. I got one tower done. Not 100% happy with it, but it is coming along pretty nicely. And the good thing about modded is we have a cool copy and paste tool we can use from, I think it's building gadgets too. Yeah. So this destruction gadget, there's a copy and paste as well somewhere in here. And once we get this tower the way we want it, we can just copy and paste it right over there. So that's kind of the template for the other one I wanted. I know it's kind of weird this one isn't on the corner. Didn't fully plan this out. As you'll see, I had to expand the land and stuff here a little bit. But just been tinkering with some ideals here. There's so many like building blocks. It's kind of overwhelming, and it's hard to manage inventory-wise too. But I found like you can make trapdoors out of a lot of things, and right now I'm using these cobbled ones. But I thought it'd be cool in our little castle area here of having almost like a sewer throughout the roads and stuff using these grates because they look pretty good, and we can just put water underneath them. And it's kind of hidden lighting too, so that's kind of working nicely. So yeah, I was gonna put them all up on this front wall at least for like almost like a guttering for rain. And then hopefully if we have some paths and stuff going in here through buildings, we can put some on the like sides of the quote unquote streets and stuff. But yeah, this is kind of what we got going on so far. This is our temporary wall for the moment, kind of just getting a feel for the layout. I have been working on a river that I'm quite happy with. So this is kind of what I got going so far. I just blew this up with some TNT and shaped it a little bit with just with my pickaxe as well. And then I threw in some coarse dirt and some of this dirty gravel just because I wanted to try something different. This is modded, so I don't want to go all vanilla, and I was going to use gravel here. And there's some gravel alternatives, so we're going to go with dirty gravel here. And we might try a couple other things too. But I think next, I want to get the water in and see what it kind of looks like before I add any more detailing or anything like that. Kind of like a river, going to go through and under one of these castle walls I thought would be cool. Make like a little fence gate grate that the water comes through, and maybe have a couple water wheels. And then up here, we just have kind of like a little pond. Don't know if I love this pond. I might bring it out a little bit more or something. But I do like these rocks. And this is stone but chipped. And it's in sanded stone. And I think it just gives it a little bit more of a rocky texture than regular smooth stone in vanilla Minecraft. So really happy with these stone rocks. And think this is going to be a pretty cool area once we add some more terraforming and stuff like that. I was like, what's that shadow? Also threw a random island up here, and I will show you my trick for that if we do this ideal. I was thinking about putting a bunch of maybe like 15 to 30 of these little islands throughout here, and they can expand even over the water over here. Not necessarily related to our base, so they don't have to be right on our base here. all the phantoms. Not as bad in a modded Minecraft as they are in vanilla, that's for sure. Helps that I have a good sword and I can basically one hit them. But yeah, I thought it would be cool if we just have some of these islands like floating up here. It might make them look a little cooler. This one I actually just copied and pasted, believe it or not, from Natural World Generation. I was just exploring the world a bit, and I found a little floating tree, and I just copied and pasted it with that gadget and brought it back here. And yeah, if that works good, and we find like 2 or 3, maybe 5 variations, so they're all a little different. We can just copy and paste about 30 out here and get rid of or add a few blocks, and they'll be kind of unique, or change the tree up on top. And it's an easy way to add little floating islands. Way easier than like when that's like something that's hard to do in vanilla Minecraft. So that's kind of something I wouldn't mind doing here. Also been growing these cool little blazing archwood trees. I like the leaves. I think they go really well with the black stone here. So I think I'm going to have more of those eventually. Just through 2 to kind of centralize where I'm going to lay out buildings here soon. That's kind of why I threw that down. Yeah, let's get one more look at this, and then we'll transition to daytime and see what it looks like. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like in the daytime. I think it's pretty neat. I like the bridge pretty well. Definitely want to do some more work to it. But I like the colors because it kind of helps transition it from the magical mushroomy island to the more blackstone, I feel like, vibe, medieval vibe over here. So I think that's going to look pretty good once we get it decorated some more. You also might notice we have a bunch of hearts down here, so that's a cool trick. Let me show you guys how we did that, because that's pretty, it took me a minute to figure it out. So I am familiar with the heart canisters from way back in the day when I played this, when I played modded Minecraft, and they're pretty doable to craft, not too terrible. That's how you get the red ones to get extra, your first set of extra hearts. And then the yellow ones get a little more pricey. They take a red one, a yellow miniature yellow heart, which we are getting from killing the wither, and then enchanted golden apples, which were a little pricey for a bit. But you can have up to 10 of each, and you put them in this heart amulet, and they give you extra hearts. So you'll see down here, once we put this on, voila, we get a bunch of extra hearts. So we have 20 extra hearts basically right now. And you might have noticed in that heart amulet, there is spots for 2 more, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure what the soul ones are about. Somebody might have to let me know what the soul heart canisters are. But yeah, the green ones and the blue ones, which both get a lot more pricey, and I don't even think we're near that. I don't even know how to get the green hearts besides melting down your red ones, which takes, I think it takes 64 red hearts to make 1 yellow, and you would need 64 yellow to make 1 green, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, a lot of hearts melted down to get the green heart that way. There should be a mob that drops it. I'm just not for sure what it is yet. So for now, we'll just stick with the extra 10 yellow, extra 10 green. As you'll notice, our armor is always broken. I never really repair this stuff, and honestly, I haven't really been using it because I kind of just been waiting to upgrade to the AlltheMods9 armor, and I wanted to do that on camera. So let's go ahead and see if I can get the stuff together for that. I misspoke. I meant the awakened armor. This is the stuff I want. It has a lot better armor than the AlltheMods9 plain armor does. So yeah, we're gonna do this one. And you'll notice we have a different little altar set up here. This is just the Essence Vestal and Awakening pedestals instead. Our other altar I just moved over there for now, since we don't have a good spot for this. And we are just gonna throw in our 4 elements here, and some of this dust, which you get from killing the wither with a mystical agriculture sword with the mystical enlightenment enchantment on it. So you'll see right there, it says ender dragons and withers will drop cognizant dust. So yeah, you don't have to have the awakened supremium sword. You can just use any, as long as it has that enchantment, and you will get this dust. And then we just throw a supremium block in the middle here, and we will get our awakened supremium block. Awakened supremium block. Perfect. So I'm going to do 1 more of those real quick. Okay, so if my math is correct, this should be all the essences we need and the ingots and gemstones. And we need our vanilla set of armor here. And we should be able to upgrade all the way up to the Awaken Supremium. So I'm trying to make sure, sorry, I was focusing because I'm trying to make sure I don't overcraft something, which I almost did right there. Because half of this goes to the gems, half of this goes to our ingots here. So I want to make sure I craft the right amount. Okay, now we should be able to just craft all our armor just like that. And yeah, I have extra of those ones. And then we just slowly do the upgrade process. If we can do this right, that would be great. Just like that. And we'll get it all the way up to the Supremium, and then we'll have to do the fusion crafting thing out there. So we'll be right back when I get that. Okay, so I think this is the best armor you can get through mystical agriculture. I'm sure we'll find other armors throughout the game that are better than this one, but this is pretty top tier compared to what we had. So if you look, we got 18, 28, 36 armor. So plus 36 armor right there, which I think is about double original diamond, right? Because that's 3. Yeah, about double original diamond armor. Plus, I bet the armor toughness and knockback resistance probably a little better too. You'll see we get a set bonus, plant growth. Not really caring about that, but it's cool. But we do get 2 augments for each piece, which is super cool because I think we can actually make this flight one. And I've never tried this one, so I'm very interested to see because it says grants creative flight. And if it doesn't take power or anything, this is gonna be way better than the ring I was trying to make for creative flight, like this one. Yeah, this one, the angel ring. Because I'd prefer to have creative flight over what we have now. So let's see if we can get this. Okay. I need to turn this off because I don't really need nether stars. And I just realized we had like over 100. Seems kind of weird to me that this tier 5 augment is made in the base crafting station over here. And honestly, that it's so cheap. So I'm kind of not having high hopes for it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I have my doubts if it'll be that great. All right, we have it. So how do we add these to our armor? I've actually never used these augments before, so I'm not super familiar with how we can add them. Let's see, is there like a right click ability? Or can we just craft them together? Nope. Okay, so let me look that up real quick because I'm not sure how you add augments. Okay, so I think we need to make something called the tinkering table. So let's go craft that real quick. And we have everything. That's great. Hopefully it doesn't need anything. And if we just put that there and that there and take it out. Yeah, okay. I don't know what these locks are on the left of this tinkering table. I should probably learn a little more about this, but let's throw this on and see. Do we have creative flight now? We literally have creative flight, guys. So it's not as fast as the jetpack. So I don't know. I wonder if we get speed on for our augments too, because there's a speed augment here. I wonder if we get that, if it'll make our flight quicker. It says, as you'll see, if we put like this on, look how fast we can go flying with the jetpack. So horizontal, this is way better. Oh, I forgot I made that. Hey, subscribe. Yeah, I forgot, or I thought that the creative flight would be a little quicker. But it is cool because it's literally creative, so you don't have to worry too much about hovering and stuff. Which this one's not bad, the jetpack one. So like this is basically, so I mean it's pretty similar to creative. I guess it's just kind of a preference thing then. You do slowly drift down though. You see that? Slowly drifting down. And there's actually a better tier 1. Like we can make I think it's AlltheModium. So maybe this one, the AlltheModium or the Vibrant. Oh my goodness, they just keep going. Maybe one of those would fly and not drift you down so much like this, because that's the biggest bother with this. When you're trying to build up in the air and stuff, it's just annoying not having creative flight. So And it doesn't look like the creative flight takes over here. Looks like the jetpack takes over. Which that wouldn't be a bad thing either, because we can just turn our jetpack on, do what we normally do flying around, and then when we just want creative flight, we'll just turn our jetpack off. Yeah, that works good. So either way, definitely worth getting it, in my opinion. Now, if I can figure out how to drop to the ground. All right. That's going to be the hardest part, just getting used to it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I wouldn't mind making some of the other augments, especially the speed one, because I like to run around my house super quick. So I think this is getting close to the end of the episode. I will look, but if it is, basically between this and next episode, I want to get a structure over here so we can move out of this, because I want to get a proper refined storage setup over there where we can autocraft all the machines, because like I can't autocraft any of these machines because like it's just a freaking blob of machines. I need them all laid out so I can put crafter interfaces on them and stuff like that. And that is what has been holding me back a lot. I really need to get that going. So yeah, I think I will check and see if this is the end of the episode. Okay, so I threw a few augments on our armor here, and the speed one's a little insane. This is how fast we are now. Don't know if I'm gonna get used to it. We might have to downgrade it to like speed 2 or speed 1. But I was gonna show you guys before we ended the episode how I fill these rivers. So I've just been using solid ice with the builder's wand or the infinity wand here. Not too pricey to make, it never breaks, and it's not too tedious to place all this ice. It's a little bit of work just because you have like it's not like a square pattern. So like building's a little easier with this. The ice placing is a little more difficult, but it's not too terrible. And we just have 2 blast chillers from thermal making ice, and we have a stupid amount of ice already. Like so, ice isn't a problem. So we just fill this up, and then I just been vein mining this out basically like that, and then I'll go back to the bottom and get the last bit of ice that I missed. That way it's all water sources. I don't know if this is necessary. There might be a better way. You might be able to just do the top layer. Not really sure. Just want to make sure it's not like weird water, so been going with that. Let me finish this up real quick. Okay, I think I got it all, and that is our river. It looks pretty good already. It does have some green in it. I kind of like the green, so I might steal that and add moss, because obviously that's going to die once the water like kills the grass underneath. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Oh, I missed a couple spots. And yeah, that method works pretty good for filling up a river, so not too shabby. Yeah, this is kind of what we got going. Once all this grass grows, we'll have a better idea of kind of how it looks. And hopefully next episode I will have at least one little maybe building. I don't exactly know how I want to plan this out yet. But yeah, I'll have something over here so we can move all our refined storage and start automating a lot of that stuff. Would be cool. I did leave the stairs, which was to like a catacombs at some point dungeon. Not sure if there's anything down there we'll want eventually. And we have a bit of a mess over here because building this, I had a couple test trials like over here, and I had a shield thing over here, and I was having issues with like running out of power and the wither getting out and other things. And he was being able to, even though he couldn't get through the blocks, his like blue skull things he shoots would go through the shield and blow up blocks beneath. So he kind of made a sand farm for me for a little bit. But yeah, so I have some cleaning up to do there. But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty cool area to build. We have lots of space, so can't wait to see what it ends up being. But thank you guys for your support so far, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.